Hi guys, this is Vidas.
And Osha.
Let's start episode 98 of Ask Vidas and Osha podcast. And today's question was sent by Rivadavia, and she would like to play reasonably difficult scores at first glance with the least error. So basically, sight read, yes, Osha?
Yes.
So, is sight reading a useful skill for organists, do you think?
Very useful. For any musician, it's a useful skill.
Why?
Because the easier you can sight read music, the easiest you can learn the new music too.
So if I can play medium difficult piece from sight, right, without
Yes.
preparation, then probably the amount of time required to master that piece or any other piece would be minimal.
I hope so, yes. I think so, yes.
So what's the first step in your opinion to get better at sight reading?
Well, to do it regularly, to do it based on the daily basis. I think that's the best way.
How much music should you sight read regularly on a daily basis?
I would say one piece is enough, but you must do it every day.
Depending on the length, it could be even a
Yes,
episode of the
yes,
piece.
that's true. And telling that it's one piece, I thought like about 1 or 2 pages long piece.
Mhm. But of course, if you have a sonata or a symphony, so it's maybe half an hour long, so one part would be more
That's
than enough.
yes, that's true.
What's the biggest mistake people make in sight reading efforts?
I think most of them just pick up too fast tempo at the beginning, and that's a mistake. You need to be a genius in order to sight read a difficult piece in a concerto tempo.
Remember, even Bach couldn't sight read everything. When he visited his friends, he had this tradition of uh, getting to the harpsichord and picking some music and sight reading right away. And one time he stopped and got stuck in the middle of one page
Yes,
and repeated that page 3 times. And finally he decided that it's not possible to sight read everything.
yes,
So don't despair, right?
yes, that's right.
Because even Bach couldn't sight read everything perfectly.
I don't think there is a magic trick that could help you to sight read everything in fast tempo without any mistakes.
Is it okay to sight read not all parts together but just one line, let's say, with one hand?
Well, yes, if you have trouble playing few voices, then just play one or maybe two voices. Maybe side read right hand first and then left hand and then pedal part.
Of the same piece?
Yes,
That still works.
yes,
In the long run, you
yes,
get
yes,
better,
sure.
and you can then do combinations of two voices later on.
That's right.
So I hope our students can take this advice and apply it to practice. But it's not very uh, easy to apply it in practice, because if it would have been easy, a lot of people would be doing this already. Remember, in our school I suggested our students to sight read one voice of Bach's two-part invention per day, right hand and then left hand at the
I
same
remember
time,
that, yes.
right? And basically no one did it
Hmm.
for, let's say, a few weeks. It was a challenge, like 30-day challenge, because there are 15 two-part inventions, and I suggested to do this for 30 days, one day right hand, second day left hand, and then from the beginning again the second invention and so on. But they couldn't keep up with this. Somebody tried it a few days, but they stopped.
Yes, people don't have enough motivation and patience.
Do you think that's the case?
I think so, yes.
So how how we could motivate people to try this really for real for a longer period of time until they get to see the results?
Well, you need to take just step by step, and trust me, at the end of that long way, you will see the result. There is no such a thing as immediate gratification.
Um, for example, I have a habit now that whenever I sit down on the organ bench, I first try to sight read or improvise, or vice versa. Uh, Maybe sight read first because improvisation could be based on that piece, which I previously sight read. So what I do is I open up a collection of music and I sight read one piece. If it's a long piece, I sight read several pages or a section of it, and then it becomes a habit. I don't have to think about it. I even sort of miss it if I don't do it regularly.
That's a good way to do it, to make it your habit. Let's say instead of warming up, just to side read something and then learn your music, work on your music or
So,
on your hymns.
so for example, when you will be playing organ music, preparing for our recital, which will be in November today, what piece you will, or which collection will you choose to sight read today?
Well, I don't know. I have to think about it.
Let's say early music or romantic or modern music, which is more dear to your heart?
Well, basically, early music, definitely.
Hmm. But you don't have to stick with just one style, right?
That's true.
You can alternate because
I like to sight read piano music too.
that counts, of course.
That way, I can expand the repertoire that I know from inside out.
Yeah. So, guys, you see, it's really possible to develop a habit of sight reading unfamiliar organ music and gradually get better at this.
Yes.
It's a very valuable skill.
And also, while sight reading, maybe you will enjoy some piece so much that you will finally decide to learn it.
Yeah.
So that's a good way to build up your repertoire.
And broaden your musical horizons too.
Yes.
So, please apply our tips in your practice. It really works. Uh, when we apply it, it works on us, and we know that our students who apply this in their practice, of course, get better and better every time. And send us more of your questions. We love helping you grow. So, this was Vidas.
And Usha,
And remember, when you practice,
miracles happen.